Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Well, our flag is still flying right now, ladies and gentlemen, over the home of the brave, the land of the free. And we've only got one more week to go through this nonsense. I want to assure you that McDuff, Kennedy's man, smashed the CIA, is not dead. We will be back. What's going to happen is the president is going to win re-election. We're going to get rid of the fascists that are in charge of so many of our executive departments, and we're going to restore liberty in this country. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to restore the dream of the founding fathers. That's our job. We are going to do it. They don't have any power over us. We are the people. We created this country, and we will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States with our last breath. And that is my promise to you. And my contribution is everything I have, I will throw into this fight. So don't be afraid. There's far more of us than there are of those fascist bastards. Kennedy's man to smash the CIA will return. It will be up, if not on YouTube, then on another channel. I'm working with Brand New Tube right now to try to get that started. If that doesn't work, we'll be somewhere. McDuff's message is a message of such importance that we cannot afford the idea of McDuff going away. See, they killed him already, so they can't kill him again. His spirit lives with us, in us. So, give me liberty. I wanted to review this morning just for my own purposes and for hopefully it'll mean something to everybody. An article called The Real Life Haunts of the Sons of Liberty by Christopher Klein, published back in 2018. And it's a summary of some of the stuff that the Sons of Liberty did. The Sons of Liberty were, of course, a secret organization. These people, guys, would get together and pledge their loyalty to liberty, and they would sing and drink and go around and visit people's houses and do other things to promote the idea of liberty in the American colonies. Patrick Henry is one of the prominent ones, and I want to share some of his thoughts and words this morning from this article. Let me check my audio first. I haven't checked my audio. Just make sure that we're all here. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Let me go over to the channel for a second and say hi. Hey, Guillermo, Carol, Razvedka, Corky, Kathy, Linda, and everyone else who's joining me this morning here. There's 24 people here, and that's fabulous. Welcome to McDuff channel. This is McDuff_2020 on YouTube, and this is our backup. Thank you all, the 1,600 and 1,060 people that had signed up for my backup channel. This has allowed us to go live today. So the work that you did 4 months ago is now paying off, because we wouldn't have a live platform but for the fact that we established this backup channel the last time YouTube messed with us. You know, the YouTube situation is a case in point. It's a classic microcosm of what's going on, because When YouTube decided to terminate my channel, they didn't say why they're terminating the channel. They didn't say I could appeal by doing this or that. They just simply said, your channel is terminated for violating our terms of service, period. They didn't even say which terms of service. But what they're saying is we are fascists. We, the corporate powers behind YouTube, Google, we are fascists. That's what they're saying. They're saying, hey, remember when you guys had a civil war? I mean, when you guys had a revolutionary war, Civil War too, but the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, was fought against fascism. The Civil War, which I didn't mean to speak of, but when you come to think of it, I mean, what's worse than slavery? I mean, what's worse than fascism is slavery. I mean, slavery is the worst form of fascism. And that's what the Civil War was about, was making fascism go away by making slavery go away. They didn't have the word fascism back then. They knew what a fascist was, and they put it into our national emblems because it also means if you attack one of us, you attack all of us. E pluribus unum. And that was the message that we needed to send, was that we are united colonies and we are going to win. So let's take a little bit of time here with this essay. What are the real life haunts of the Sons of Liberty? Number one, the Liberty Tree. In 1765, a defiant group of patriots known as the Sons of Liberty rallied to protest the highly unpopular Stamp Act under the shade of a century-old elm tree located on the sole thoroughfare leading in and out of Boston. The young rebels declared the stately elm, which became known as the Liberty Tree, with banners, lanterns, and effigies of British stamp master Andrew Oliver and Prime Minister George Grenville. Over the next decade, the Sons of Liberty regularly gathered underneath the tree's mighty boughs for meetings, speeches, and celebrations. In the summer of 1775, British soldiers and loyalists under siege in Boston took axes to the patriotic symbol and chopped it into firewood. Well, isn't that exactly what they did to our YouTube channel? They took an axe to it and chopped it into firewood. But guess what? That just energized the Sons of Liberty, and that just energizes me. And I'm coming out swinging today. I've had it with these fascists. You know, it's a really good word. Use it. Call them fascists to their face. You know, I don't think that they can censor me for saying fascism, but it doesn't matter, because this is the last week of our uncertainty, of our anxiousness, our nervousness over the preservation of our freedoms and our liberties. So you can't chop down liberty. You can chop down a tree, but you can't chop down liberty. So let me read this from oh, it disappeared. Sorry, I had a portion of Paul Revere's speech and it went away. Let me try again. Oh. All right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to find it somewhere else then. All right, here we are. Just go with Wikipedia and see if they can give it to us. Wikipedia doesn't quote the speech. It's kind of embarrassing. I had it all lined up and it's gone. Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death. When the Second Virginia Convention convened, it did so upriver from the capital, since many of the delegates feared the royal governor, Lord Dunmore, might try to break up the proceedings. Richmond was at that time only a village, so the delegates convened at Henrico, that's Henrico, Parish Church, later renamed St. John's Church. Henry put forth a resolution that the colony immediately be put in a, quote, state of defense, unquote. Moderate delegates objected. Henry again rose to speak, and this is his words as quoted by a person who was there. Quote, "Gentlemen may cry peace, peace, but there is no peace. The war is actually begun. The next gale that sweeps the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death." There can be no doubt as to the impact of these words. The convention sat in silence for several minutes. Thomas Marshall told his son John, who would later become the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, that the speech was one of the most bold, vehement, and animated pieces of eloquence that had ever been delivered. Henry's resolution passed, and Henry was named chairman of the committee assigned to build the militia. "Every word he says not only engages but commands the attention," said George Mason on hearing Henry speak, "and your passions are no longer your own when he addresses them." The expressions seem to have burned themselves into men's memories. Certainly it is the spirit of that fiery orator who in 1775 so powerfully influenced Virginians and events leading to American independence. Well, are we going to stay independent, or are we going to make America Great Britain again? That's where we are right now. Let me check in with them. Yeah, Johnny Appleseed. Johnny Appleseed was a fascinating character, and but not of the caliber of a Patrick Henry. Well, I have expressed myself with my flag, your flag, our flag, the flag of liberty. Let it be known, this election can lead either way. It can lead to liberty, or it can lead to death. Liberty or death. Are we a free country, or are we going to stay locked down by the perverse fancies of a bunch of rich bastards that happen to own a huge percent of the wealth of the world? They own it because they stole it. There's no other reason. We owe nothing to those elite bastards. Give me liberty or give me death. That's my message for today. And I'm going to keep it short. Working on technical stuff, getting back up. We're going to be coming back stronger than ever at McDuff Channel. Thanks, guys. I think I'm going to cut it short today because I'm very upset and very emotional, and you should be too. But God bless the United States of America. Have a good day.